Hello, 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 everybody. I am your androgynous android late night DJ, Costa.
And I am your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
And
How
this
about that?
is the Noon Costa Twitch channel, here to bring you the finale of Tales Noir tonight. Before we do that, you need to also Discord screen share the game with me.
Ah, true, yes. Good golly. Um,
How y'all doing, chat? How have you been since last week? Last week was a fraught time for me. I was so fucking busy. Which meant that we ended up having to not go through to the full end so I could go to bed. But I am ready. I am very, very ready to resolve the scenario.
we are making assumptions about how long this game is. If this is a freaking 10-act game, I'm gonna flip my lid.
Oh my god.
That ain't no way.
Mm-mm.
Not possible. But
Ooh, is
yeah,
there a game audio? I don't think I hear it.
let me make sure.
Oh no, hold on. I had it muted.
Okay.
I'm silly. There we
Aha.
go.
Everybody in chat, please call Caster silly. Thank you very much.
I remain a silly Billy. Go ahead.
So true. Because it's only been a week, I think we can do an accelerated recap. Essentially, we are playing as this raccoon fellow who is a private eye who is getting to the bottom of a vast, what kind of turning out to be a large criminal conspiracy. I think you could essentially say, being funded by the ruling class to study what seems to be like we found out at the end of last session was sort of like an alien creature parasite, kind of, the venom thing, and now it is latched onto our spine and we don't feel so good.
Yeah.
And also
So go ahead.
And also, I only just noticed this time that in the press start, Anatoly is off in the background here.
Oh.
And yeah, he totally got, and I can't go back to it sadly. He totally got iced last time by our freaky parasite doing a whole like, here's a big leggy, I'm gonna stab this guy. And so
yeah, that was wild. Because like an interesting connecting point here is that we were looking into like things like why are people being cubed and so on and so forth, being turned into meat and shipped away, and then we kind of got the finer details on that. Clarissa Bloodworth, I think I remember most people's names now. The polar bear in the picture there was in direct assistance with with one of the kind of high-ranking escorts at the Bite, whose name I do not currently recall, actually, which is a shame. But she seemed to have files on everyone, including the other girls working there, and had made actual active plans on how they were scouting people to turn into meat. And she was also writing notes down on all the kind of elite members of government and politicians who were visiting, including the science minister and other people, and feeding that information back to Clarissa. So a lot of what we were looking at beforehand was specifically about the like Soylent Green is animal people kind of plot line. But finding out that there was some kind of accord between Clarissa and the kind of governmental research, in specific the science building, the science estate, science city, there we go, which was like a massive complex of a building large enough to host all of the kind of like R&D researchers and many people besides, but they only have the R&D researchers and their families inside. And the person that we spoke to, who I want to say is Eddie Hung.
Sounds right, yeah.
Is a geneticist, and we kind of put the screws to him on like the relationship between him and Clarissa. And it turns out that yes, he knows her and she knows him, but the research that he was doing seems to be entirely unrelated to the turning people into meat circumstance. Um, Specifically, he's been using that alien symbiote as a way to do gene therapy on non-mammalian animals, because we've only ever seen mammals turned into kind of like anthropomorphic people in this setting, and making them. So his experiment was like turning a lizard into a lizard person by fusing it with dog DNA. So it's now a lizard man in a vat, which was horrifying. So people are being turned into mutants by the parasite, but the Soylent Green seems to be an entirely different motive. The two seem to currently be unconnected.
Yeah, I wonder if the Soylent Green thing is just kind of like, this is to feed the parasite. We insert meat, receive gene therapy. But also, we have not heard boo from Renee, our journalist partner in crime stopping.
Yeah.
Since we've been touched like a virgin, so we're gonna.
We really want
She
to
might
try
be
and
dead.
find her to explain the circumstances that we're
True.
in. Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into it. Whew. Oh, we have to redo this.
That's
Oh,
okay.
man.
I also want to go and double check what the meaning of apoptosis is.
Oh, God. This is something I learned from Star Fox Assault.
The biological process of programmed cell death, often referred to as cellular suicide. Oh, sure. It's a thing that our bodies naturally do to kill off damaged cells. But obviously can be, if it happens in an anomalous way, it means that cells are decaying when they shouldn't. But our bodies naturally decay over time and make new cells. But yes, actually, since we're back here, we can go and look at some of the other pathways of the sequence. We change, but we are nothing. I'm in my apartment. Time moves through you, and you stand still. You are alone. I don't want to be alone. Nobody will ever understand you. You are just a projection inside their heads. I want to be moved. Nothing moves you anymore. All the people you thought were all the people you thought you were are long dead. Every day you die anew, you felt all there is to feel. I'm not ready. I'm ready to not feel. An intense longing washes over you. Its sparkly transparency submerges you once more. You can't breathe. I struggle for a breath of air. You change, but you change nothing. I don't want to change. This is the same as before. There is always a last time that you see everyone. There is always a never again. I exist again. And we look in the mirror. Stale smell of damp ground and sweat. Where am I? And the mirror has
This whole purpose of my existence is so you can gaze upon yourself through me. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you.
some voice directing, if it's okay.
Please, yeah.
You know, like the limbic system and shit in Disco Elysium, where it's just the creepy motherfucker in the back of your head, which is very literal here. I gaze upon myself.
Oh, man. Your face looks different. Your body is transforming. You are a being stuck in perpetual becoming. You don't recognize yourself. That's all right.
And so we look at our face. I'll try some of the options
Sky.
that we didn't do before.
Scars of lives lived, paths taken, words pronounced. Newborn flesh is rippled, ripping through the seams, discovering the boundaries of what it means to be you.
I look deep in my own eyes.
Your dilated pupils reflect dim light coming from the opening in the tent. Your irises are unstable, liquid spheres of muddy color.
I know who I am.
This will not last.
And we'll touch our face while we're at it.
Your fingers stick to the surface of your cheek, tissue stretching as you rip out a small patch of flesh. It immediately grows back.
Yes. Yeah, I guess this is a whispery line cruising. I'll bump up Rafi's audio.
I can also
be slightly more on mic when you do it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty close to the mic, but I can put some more oomph into it.
No, it's fine. Coming through clear. I just kind of put you to like 150, so you should be fine. We refocus the gaze.
Take another look. Let me know what you think.
I'll look at my back this time. Hi, Kamara. Good evening.
Multiple bulbous tumors are tearing through your shirt, pulsating, hungering for control of your lean, dehydrated flesh vessel.
An option that we didn't choose last time. I smell the air around me.
Every person has a distinct scent. Yours is different now. There's something new commanding your being in yet unknown directions.
Listen to the tumors.
The flesh speaks again, but in a language you can't understand.
And sure, we'll go through all the options. Let's touch the tumors.
Wet, malleable, greasy tissue. Your fingers make indentations on its doughy exterior. Something inside of it is pushing back with force.
And we refocus. And we recognize ourselves.
Not much is left of the person you once were. Some parts are still there, lingering, echoes in the caverns deep down that pronounce, I am, I am, I am. Nobody can hear you scream.
And so Howard Lotor screams.
The air is pierced by silence as you watch your mouth gape open and emit a single short breath.
Who am I?
You are me. I am you.
And we assert ourselves. I am. I am.
You are. You are.
And we refocus. And stumble away.
Goodbye, old friend. I will see you again when skies reach the horizon.
Goodbye. We tried to go outside and Larry.
Yeah. Oh man, that was such a nasally performance. I feel like I gotta blow my nose.
I do. I know that Zaum have released a new Disco Elysium-esque game that I do want to play. Actually, apparently it's very good. But I did enjoy all the voice acting in yes. DE of how non-standard it all is, but in specifically like the limbic system and how creepy it sounds.
I realized that maybe rather than limbic system, I was going for, I was probably hitting closer to freaking G-Man from Half-Life. But... Kamara, I kind of doubt anyone wakes up thinking that they're going to be host to an alien parasite, but I say that I'm sure some people have thought that's...
He's probably at some point wished that he could just give up and wrest control of, and like just no longer have to be in control of his own body anymore, but not like this. Not like this.
Howie, you're finally awake. Had me worried. You've been out for 2 days.
Where am I?
We're under the bridge now, among friends. No one knows we're here.
What's happening to me?
You've been in and out with a bad fever. Well, what's that thing on your back?
What does it fucking look like to you, mate?
I don't know, like a fucking tumor growing from your spine? What the fuck?
How bad is it?
How does it feel? It's pulsating. Oh, dear me.
I don't know. My mind is foggy.
What the fuck, dude? How did this happen?
I think we gave the truth before, and Larry was like, "Sure, buddy. I don't want to talk about it."
Sure. How can I help then?
Okay, that was a false choice. That's the same as last time. How did we get here?
Through the sewers. I found you in the alley near a dead body, but there's no weapon or anything. You were totally out of it.
Oh God, did I kill Anatoly?
Let's talk about this later, okay? You're going to be all right. Better not to worry.
This thing, it killed him.
What do you mean?
It pierced him.
Howard, it's not your fault. Please, I want to help you. I'm so sorry.
It's the thing on my back. I think we'll insist to this time. It's the thing on my back.
Howard, calm the fuck down. You're fine. It's all right. We will figure it out together.
Yeah, there's been a couple of instances, Kamara, where we've done stuff and well down the line characters remember, but this isn't like a... Maybe I'm spoiled by... Oh, God. Like Telltale games, like Walking Dead, or like... I think about like the little ding 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 like jingle that happens in LA Noir when you do shit that's important and the game notifies you that the choice you made is relevant, and this game doesn't actually do that ever. So sometimes I'm like, is anything I'm saying actually mattering, because we're probably going to be kicked out of the bite no matter what we do, or does it actually matter and we can get game overs, or like we are forced to find other routes? And some of it is unclear. And sometimes it's quite obvious when it loops back around. So go ahead.
No, I was just saying, yeah, I really wonder where, because, you say it's sometimes it's quite unclear. I feel like quite often it's unclear how much of our choices are influencing things beyond our internal sense of the narrative. Which isn't like, for nothing, but
if we played through from the start, would we be able to get into the bite without having to go over the roof?
Yeah, I really wonder that.
I don't know what to do.
It's honestly best if we don't talk about this right now. You're still in shock. I don't want to make it worse. Are you hungry?
I fucked it. I fucked everything up.
Calm down, Howie. We're together and we're safe.
I gotta get out of here. Gotta warn her.
Who? About what?
This thing, it's not safe.
You're babbling. Take it easy. How about a nap?
I gotta tell Renee everything. Larry, please.
You're not going anywhere to stay you're in. Who's Renee?
She'd know what to do.
Okay, but let's take it one step at a time.
I'm scared, Larry.
Listen, we'll figure out what to do later. Sun will go down soon. We better get a fire started. Can you walk?
Sure.
I'll rustle up the starter fuel. Can you get some firewood? Ask people at the camp where to find it.
Are there people out there? Freak, Larry.
They're not gonna judge. Introduce yourself. Get to know them. This is your new home, after all.
Introduce myself? What if I hurt someone?
You won't. I'm all right. See, I, I gotta go run some errands away from camp. We'll make a plan together later. I promise.
I think one is almost too pathetic. Sure. A plan.
We'll figure this out as a team. I'll take care of you, but I need to do a thing first. Go find some wood and make sure it's dry.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes I think a game with choices that don't change much is fine, but also a game that gives you all these different dialogue choices would probably be a bit jarring. I suppose because some of the mystery games that we've played have been quite linear, and the mystery solving isn't really an important part of it, or like you can't fail to solve the mystery. And I do think that is perfectly fine. I'm happy to be carried along for the ride. If nothing else, it means that the pacing might be a bit tighter, but it means that there's more of a emphasis on the story being. The story needs to be like I can forgive a story that ends up being a little bit loose in places if there's lots of branching paths and it has to kind of work quite hard to make them all make sense. But if it's a very tight linear narrative and what we're saying is more for flavor than story direction, that story needs to be fucking tight.
Yeah.
What does Casey have to say? Oh, like the sloth, like the Twitter.
Like Casey Explosion. Yeah, I was like, I saw this sloth. I was like, sloth with a red hair. Is that Casey Explosion? And then seeing like, oh, it sure fucking is.
I mean, we found Sonic Fox last time, right? So
we found signs of Sonic Fox. That's true. Now seeing we just have a Twitter user here. I guess probably not an X the Everything app user, but I do not know.
Who knows?
Hey,
I'm Howard. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Howard. I'm Casey.
You been here long?
Long enough.
Evidence. They sent out the Monster Hunter scout flies and they showed me tracks of Sonic Fox.
Tufts of blue fur stuck in a fight stick.
Did Larry tell you about me already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice meeting you.
Same.
Bye.
Sorry, I'm just very tired.
I know the feeling.
Oh my god, you're fucking kidding me.
Oh, is this another person?
This is yes. This is Dio the Tasmanian Devil. Specifically, she wrote a really good article about the alt-right. Oh god. I gotta see if I can turn it up.
While you're looking that up, Kamara, Casey Explosion is like a social media personality, I suppose you would say, really involved in like indie games specifically. I do not believe that she is a designer in her own right, but is generally, in the kind of like indie scene and highlighting new games and bits and pieces like that, talking about the games industry. I would probably put her in the same kind of breath as Stephanie Sterling, although not necessarily a YouTuber, but just kind of like in the same sphere and talking about the same things. Yeah, furries from all walks of life. Yeah. I wonder if this is like a thing where like the designers were like, oh, we want to do some references to furries we think are really cool, and we're going to get in contact with them and see if like we're able to put their likeness in the game, or whether this was like, I think Rafi, you mentioned that this game was Kickstarter backed, whether this is like a backer reward.
Yeah, I was really wondering if this was a high backer reward. I kind of would expect that the people would like the fact that we got Sonic Fox, we got Casey Explosion. I would have expected that these would be people that, I mean, I guess I was going to say that they'd be people that I would find less recognizable, but I mean, I probably, there may very well be people who are backers who've just been like, oh, that's just a NPC.
Thank you for funding the article. I will. I've opened it in the tab for me to go. I recognize this image actually.
Yes, yeah. This was a big article. Yeah, I've never met Dio. I'm under the impression she does a lot of cool stuff and has been treated pretty badly
by the internet at large.
Yeah, pretty much internet and by furries, and is doing somewhat better now.
Okay. Yeah, this is true. We may have run into other more obscure, the crate digging of furry personalities.
Ha! Oh, you're the sick guy? Welcome. Name's Dio.
You the gardener?
Gardening's good for the mind, body, and soul, but it's not my job. We just all pitch in.
Everyone here seems to be nice.
No. But we are what we are. Sooner you accept that, the better.
Is there, anything I can do to help in the meanwhile?
I don't know. Do something positive? Make connections? Not your fucking mom?
Do you happen to know a Rose Killamunko? Oh yes, because this is the person that'd get you over the wall.
You're right. How do you know about Rose? Don't fucking lie to me. I will know, and I will fuck you up.
I knew her mom, Florence. Promise I'd try and find her.
How did you meet Florence?
As part of my investigation into the missing girls.
Why? For whom? Speak straight, boy.
For my partner, Renee. She's an investigative journalist.
And what were you investigating exactly?
I guess it is two, not necessarily one. One is incidental. Clarissa Bloodworth and a connection to the apes.
Well, you're a shitty investigator then.
What?
I'm a scavenger. I get people over the wall. Rose is safe. Clarissa's the one sponsoring the whole operation.
See, considering how closely Rose worked with Clarissa, I do believe that by degrees. Because I think if Clarissa being the kind of woman that she is, if Rose suddenly was up and not there one day, I don't think they would get very far.
Yeah. Kamara, the apes are basically the ruling class. We get a little bit of Zootopia as a treat.
Yeah, no. We've met some ape children, but we've never actually directly encountered an ape, and it seems most of the people in the city don't. So they are not only the ruling class, but they're also very elusive. And they were receiving packages of meat before, because we arrived for their dinner party before, so.
True.
Yeah, I think the implication of the apes being similar to its society is I think part of it. Although this is definitely a it's trying to do its best to not do a Zootopia in terms of like mapping real world society onto animal circumstances one to one. Yeah. I must admit, Zootopia aside, Zootopia had me fucking fooled, because when I saw that in the cinema and the way I fucking cackled at the "you can't just touch a sheep's hair" was so felt so incisive. That was definitely a smoke screen for the larger kind of like non-political statement that movie is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think saying Zootopia but for adults. I think this is a mystery narrative focused on furries that is commenting on society. So in that way, I mean, I think they're both. They both involve comparable elements, but but I don't think they're trying to do the same thing.
Thinking about these options here. What do you mean Clarissa is funding you?
We have a deal with her, yeah. She helps get the people out.
I mean, both of these answers, Deer's going to be like, so? Do I care?
Sucks, but...
But she's a fucking murderer.
I heard about that. I don't give two shits about where the money comes from, as long as I can go outside and help people.
I'm not quite sure what to say.
And don't say anything. I'm not going to discuss my moral compass with you. Get fucked if you don't like it. This is extremely funny if this is a backer character.
This is a lot of plot to give somebody who's here for an aside.
This is also, like, really fucking opinionated. And I don't think Dio was a bad pick for this, considering, like...
Yeah, it feels like there would probably have been a conversation between the writers and her, being like, how do you feel about the depiction here? We're not looking to put words in your mouth that you wouldn't say in this fantasy world.
Yeah.
It's definitely much more of a discussion about classism, I think, amongst other things, but... Rose is safe? What does that mean?
She's alive. That's all I can tell you.
About Leslie Pham or Mai Lauder?
Leslie is with Rose. I didn't make it.
Fuck.
I know.
Can't you tell Florence?
Kills me, but no. For Rose's safety, she can't know. One slip and that'd be it.
They had just one of its backers, like the worst kind of person for fun. I mean, like... It would be very interesting as part of this being like, hey, by signing up at this backer level and giving us your like OC design, you are agreeing to let us use this however you see fit, however we see fit. Do you agree? And I think if I was put into that circumstance, I'd be like, no, I don't agree. I think I want to vet it. I think I want to vet it. You can't just fuck me up, fam.
The thing that's just sitting in my mind is like the idea of, oh, okay, hey, we got some different places we can put your character. We can have them, just be kind of like a little incidental conversation on the sidewalk. They could be one of the bad guys' goons, and someone going, oh, that'd be fun to be a bad guy's goon. I like that. I can see. I do think it is. God, can you imagine if any of these people got super fucking canceled? That's because, like...
Oh, you mean like the real life person?
Yeah, exactly. Like...
That was specifically an issue with Mugenics.
I was under the impression the issue with Mugenics is that the order of operations was reversed, where some people got super fucking canceled and then they were put in Mugenics. Because they. Oh,
so
I could be wrong on that.
I mean, I read a little bit about it because I'm like, oh, I've been suckered into the fact that this uses Magic the Gathering logic and the music is good, and then I realized it was a roguelike, so I was never going to actually play it. But from what I understand, yes. So Kamara, Mugenics was the most recent game released by the Binding of Isaac guy, and it's essentially like a tactics roguelike game. Where you breed mutant cats with special abilities to do whatever. And what the idea was really early on, because the game was in development for like over a decade, was get a whole bunch of internet personalities to do various meows and then select them at random for when you get a cat in the game. And some of them were selected due to internet notoriety, and some of them gained internet notoriety after the fact because these were recorded so long ago. And that's a weird circumstance. I mean, they're just voice files. It would have been the easiest thing in the world for the developer to just remove that voice from the running, like, you know, but he decided not to.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling that, who's he, Edmund McMillan?
Uh-huh, that's right.
Yeah, I kind of get the feeling he doesn't really care about that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't be so cynical as to say he's a all news is good news kind of guy, but I truly don't think he cares.
Yeah, I think he's just an apathetic centrist who likes to be edgy. But that was an interesting circumstance of yeah.
Can you tell that I grew up on Newgrounds?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or at least, you know, he attained fame there.
Yeah.
I think the thing with Tales Noir is the fact that, like, this is someone that you are talking to right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it feels significantly worse to the gap between, like, oh yeah, there's a small chance that I might hear one of my cats might sound like a guy who sucks, versus, oh, I'm talking with blatantly the persona of this person who sucks.
Yeah, that is a very, very different energy. I think one last thought on this before we move on, and the kind of mention of like, would I be okay with my character being depicted as a bad person or just a shitty person in like a video game narrative? We are currently in an environment where the Amazing Digital Circus is one of the most popular pieces of media we've had in years, and is a story that is specifically about a bad, manipulative person really struggling to adjust to the fact that they need to socially connect with people or they'll mentally break. And people going, I can't believe that the story is about somebody who's mean and awful and I hate him. And not knowing how to reconcile that that's the point. I think I would probably be, even if the character was just a villain and an asshole, but not necessarily like, oh, triggering problematic, the number of like messages I would be being like, well, your character in this game is behaving this way. So that means that you, the real life person, is also a piece of shit, yeah? And I wouldn't want to have to deal with that at all. I would hate to have to deal with that. That'd be much worse than me being a terrible person in the game.
Understandable.
I'm, actually, no, curious. What is there over the wall?
Also, just to reiterate, all of the talk about shitty people in Tales Noir is purely hypothetical. I am under the impression Dio is quite cool. That's not something I tell anyone. Sorry. Maybe you'll find out for yourself one day.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm just glad Rose is okay.
Yeah. Every person out of this shithole is a huge achievement.
I'll ask. Can you take me outside of the wall?
No. Don't ask why. In fact, stop asking so many questions.
Yeah, okay. Maybe later. Yeah, Kamara, I have a tabletop RPG. That link is a little out of date. I really should be directing people to the backer kit link. So I will post that in the chat now, and then remember to change that ping in the break or something. But yeah, no, I write tabletop RPGs as a side career, and my latest one is actually being published, and it will be physically in people's hands by the end of the year, as long as the crowdfunding campaign goes well. It's very exciting, but also very scary. You too can help it come to life by following that backer kit link and being informed when the game goes live. The crowdfunding will be in September. Crowdfunding will be in September, and I will not shut the fuck up about it once it's running. But yeah.
No.
That's all I needed to know. Because I'm not going to ask, do the other folks here know? That's not a question worth asking. And yes, obviously she has helped other people escape. She's not going to say who. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
Yeah. Feel good to talk about it, actually.
Do you know where I can find some firewood?
Keep on heading left. Not exactly a forest, but you'll find it.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye. Do you want to go back to the right and speak to the person who is like a euphonium before we...
Yeah, now I'm really curious if this is...
a known person?
If this is a known person. Because frankly, it feels so random. Is that a euphonium or a tuba? Is that... There's...
I guess it's a tuba.
Yeah.
I misremembered from last week.
No, that's fine. Is that like a little freaking guy popping out of the tuba?
Oh, yeah. There's like a little rat capybara looking ass head in there. All right. Is that a tuba?
Yep. I'm just doing my scales. Can't talk.
Honk you later. Oh, yeah. Looks well used. Smells kind of good, actually. Actually been a part of a one-shot D&D campaign hosted at a local coffee shop, learning a lot, and have said it where the end boss, so to speak, to see if I've... I mean, like, City of Espers is definitely non-standard as tabletop RPGs go, but I did write it to be quite specifically accessible and easy to learn. And I think getting people who don't play tabletop RPGs much to play games that are accessible and easy to learn is actually a cool thing, because they usually think of things that people who are well-seasoned tabletop players don't, which is nice. Sorry, concentrating. I'll interrupt. What are you playing? Beggar's Blind. I'll teach it to you another time. I'm Ryan. Howard.
Huh. Interesting having... Ryan North is the name of a guy of some... Oh yeah, he makes the freaking dinosaur comics. I'm not...
So I guess these are all references in one way or another, huh?
Could be. This could also just be two different people's personas, Ryan and North, or just NPCs. Who knows?
God, I fully spent like hours reading dinosaur comics back in the day. Hello there, old chap. My, you don't look so good. Sorry about that. Oh, it's quite all right, chap. Glad you're up. I'm North. Welcome to camp. What are you up to? Beating Ryan, like usual. I won't distract you then. Appreciate it. Be seeing you, old chap. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, no, the reptiles we found are and birds. You know, we know the modern definition and understanding of dinosaurs now. All the reptiles and birds we've found so far have not been sapient.
That was in fact part of the bioengineering project, was making a lizard man. If I just keep walking, yeah.
Like Soul Calibur 2. This branch looks promising. This inch looks promising. He is a good lad. Oh, I wouldn't fall asleep. I wouldn't fall asleep. Death is coming to us all. No reason to be uncool about it. I, I, I don't want to think about it.
Do you want me to take the artifact like the mirror?
Sure, go ahead.
It's not like you have a choice.
Of course I have a choice.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Interesting. I know you better than anyone. And yet, I can't tell if you're lying.
You don't know me. Nobody does.
Hey, Castor, what's your favorite number between 0 and 4, not inclusive?
I mean, I would love it if this game accepted 4. And I mean, I did this trick in one of my own visual novels, right? So I don't begrudge this choice here. Let's go 3.
You can never truly know anyone. Most of all yourself. Time to wake up.
I exist again.
Hope we still have that wood.
Although, if it's been rained on, it probably isn't as good for...
Yeah, true.
Huh?
Oh, Dio's just hanging.
Sure. Get out of the rain, Casey.
For real. Got wood?
Sure. Now what?
Howie, you do remember how fire works, right?
I don't think one or two are true. Larry, I never appreciated you enough.
That's nice of you to say, but so much has changed since we shared a bunk bed in the dorm. It's okay.
I know. I wish you could meet Renee, though.
Renee is the most important thing to you, isn't she?
She's my partner, and she could be in danger.
Doesn't seem like she's trying very hard to find you, though.
I'm sure she's got her reasons.
Yeah, like caring more about our comfort than your safety or whereabouts.
We were doing this together. I can't go on without her. She doesn't care about us, I don't think, to be honest. But,
So go find her. See if I care.
Larry, it's not personal.
No? Because it feels like you're always finding an excuse to ditch me. Just like back then, when you wanted to live with a Goyle and I had to move out.
Howard Lotor pinches the bridge of his nose. It's soft. So, what do you propose then?
Stay here. With us. You could do some real good here.
And then what? What comes after?
I don't know, Howie. I'm just living one day at a time here. You should try it.
Yeah. Easy for you to say.
I know you're sick. Getting all worked up isn't gonna help with whatever you've got going on.
I know. I know. Let's just chill.
It's late already. Can't we just chill by a nice warm fire? We both need to relax.
Okay, fine. But I'm getting out of here tomorrow. Two great tastes.
There's only so much that I can offend Castor by doing.
I think you tried a
British
Cockney
accent.
voice at one point in the previous session, and I was like, and how long are you going to maintain that for? And you were like, no, never mind.
Hello, you again. No, okay.
Oh, my childhood voice, it was so squeaky.
You again.
Who are you?
I am what I am. You are what you are.
I am my body.
And what is it made of?
Honestly, my past decisions.
I really enjoyed seeing number 3 out of the corner of my eye and misreading it as Christmas decorations.
I'm fucking tinsel, baby.
Scars and stories, all manifesting through the meaty interior. The flesh speaks again. What does it say?
I am.
What does the flesh say? Up, up, up. I am. I am. I am. Change sweeps you away when you least expect it. And then you've changed. But you change nothing.
I exist again. I'm impressed or surprised that the tumor has not killed while we are out cold.
True. Do we want to wake Larry up?
Yes.
What time is it?
Time I got out of here.
Hang on. Can we have a chat first? What happened to you and what's our plan?
Yeah. You want to know what happened?
Yeah. Share the weight, dude.
Bloodworth is killing people, and apes eat them.
What? Is that a metaphor?
I followed the trail to Science City.
They just let you in?
I have my ways. But I touched something in there, which was all around a shitty decision.
Yeah, crazy choice. No idea why he did that.
Ergo, the new look.
Ah, fuck. You know I always got your back, and I'm out of my depth here. How can I help?
Well, I mean, the idea of there's the romantic idea of the disenfranchised raising enough of a fuss together to change the world and people truly listen. But that's truly magical Christmas land. Can you track Renee Wilson down?
A little bit of a typo there, Renee Wilson.
Oh, sure. Wilson down.
I can ask around my usual contacts. Few of us keep our ears to the ground and trade rumors, but, do you have any leads for me?
Mm-hmm. Second. Is that where we got found? Like the burning park the first time round? Because we were knocked out in a park, and that's when she found us, but I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, I think that must be it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this game's world is definitely not where Dream Idealism makes a difference. It has been quite insistent on the fact that the role that we have as non-important members of society is not worth shit. You are at best food for the upper class at its worst. Let's see. She is a bolt hole near Old Burney Street. I don't know the exact address.
By the way, if you're watching this and thinking, boy, this seems fun, I'd like to play this game, it is currently on sale for 80% off on Steam.
Oh, shit. Well.
Yeah, it costs $5 right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, this game is absolutely worth $5.
Yeah, totally.
And even if you've seen what's going on so far, you can kind of see if the other routes in terms of trying to navigate the scenarios so far would be any different. Because I am unfortunately not really the kind of person to replay games once I finish them. So you can go find out what the other paths are like.
It's a start. I'll be careful and ask my more snoopy friends to keep their eyes peeled.
Oh, you have a beagle. Yeah. It would be believable in this world for him to know a beagle.
Damn. Okay, real quick, I gotta say, I do recommend the Snoopy speedrun from SGDQ.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I didn't watch any of SGDQ this year, aside from the SSX Tricky run, which was fun. We'll look through the archive because it'll all just be on YouTube now. Are they reliable? What are our chances here?
I can ask around, but I can't promise anything. What's she look like anyway?
She's a young fox. Clever, cynical eyes. Good posture.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. You might owe some slightly unusual people a big favor, though.
Yeah. Because 2 is not going to happen, right? What kind of medical meds are you going to find to get that under control? We need to find a way to let people know what's happened to me.
And then what? Even if they believe you.
Oh, I guess it's up to them. But I've done my part.
You say so.
All right. I'm ready to make a decision.
What'll it be? I can only do one thing today, but we might try again tomorrow.
Try to find Renee.
I'll ask the usual suspects, but I really can't promise anything.
You're a true friend, Larry.
I'm glad to be. Wish me luck. In the meantime, get to know folks. Maybe help prepare the group dinner tonight.
You sure I'm invited?
Of course. You're one of us now. You should help them out while I'm gone.
All right. See you later, Larry. I mean, I guess the tension that the parasite could do whatever the fuck it wants when it decides to is what makes it so scary about how potentially dangerous we are. But
true. Hello, young fellow. I'm Roger Batty. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, I'm Howard.
Forgive me for being blunt, but I'm a doctor. What's the nature of your Roger Batty? Please.
Yeah, no, I know, Kamara. I know, but I don't think it's that. You know?
I don't. That's fun. I was just going to say, feel free to Google and find out if this is a known quotient furry.
So, oh, I think I talked to you a little while ago, Rafi, about how I ran into somebody in Pokemon Champions that had oh yeah. They said that they were a Batimon trainer. Being a it's a I guess a Jamaican slang for
I
yeah.
am covering my eyes right now to like God fucking damn.
Yeah. So I also reacted at it being called Roger Batty, and I'm like, I don't think it is. I think it is an entirely incidental surname.
Good gravy.
But I'm not sure.
Well, forgive me for being blunt, but I'm a doctor. What's the nature of your affliction? Never seen anything like it. Okay. May I see it?
I'm not sure. It's complicated.
I'm happy to hear it if you ever want an ex-professional opinion. Best to have these things checked out.
Let's not be rude. Thanks. I'll bear that in mind.
Well, I won't keep you. I've got a few remedies to prepare, but do let me know if you ever need a checkup.
It was great meeting you, Roger.
Thanks. Same goes to you.
Do you need any help?
That'd be very kind of you. I've got my hands full with everyone else's requests.
I don't like the framing, but sure. I'm yours to command.
I think a cup of tea would do me good, but I need some herbs. You can find them in a foresty area nearby and on the farm. Joshua's just about to go. You can keep him company. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. One of my childhood friends had like his dad had like a vinyl record of like a, you know, like a Jamaican pop B-side that was specifically so the aggressive intertwining of Jamaican culture and homophobia during kind of like the 80s to 2000s is wild. When it can be in pop songs is an energy, truly.
Yeah, huh.
Hey, Joshua, shall we go on an adventure? Dude, I'm not fucking 12. Oh, I don't mind doing it by myself.
Come on, Joshua. It'll do you both good.
So, what exactly do we need?
Calendula, thyme, and sage.
Even I don't know what the fuck calendula is. Hold on.
I'm going to guess it's a plant.
It's like a marigold.
Hmm.
I've seen marigold tea before, sure. Okay, I guess we're going then.
I'm assuming this is maybe a bit of a... yes, can't talk to people while we're...
While escorting. Come on, man, let's
hello.
go.
Okay. Time.
Just put into
we can talk to Dia.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Hey, Howard. How are you?
I wonder if Joshua's going to be annoyed about the fact that he's wandered off and you've distracted yourself. I woke up this morning.
I love that. It's true and kind of beautiful.
I'm looking for some sage. Growing any?
Sure. It's basically a perennial here. What you got in mind?
Helping Roger with this cough. Keeping myself busy.
Ah, his tea, sure.
You seem skeptical.
Am I that transparent?
Well, what's the gossip?
Just seems odd to me. The guy's a doctor. I've never known one who believed in holistic medicine.
Not all herbal medicine is holistic, but okay. I'd love to pry, but I did promise him I'd help.
Here, I'll cut you a few stems.
Appreciate it.
No problem, bro.
We shouldn't leave Joshua unattended, I don't think. Oh, get going. Layers, dear.
Ah, there's the calendula. Okay, that's pretty much all of it.
Yeah, but Joshua's still off all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, what the fuck is that thing on your back? Alien? Are you gonna die? Well, that's kind of a personal question. Sorry, I just wondered. No, it's good to not shy away from these things. Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna chill here. Don't tell Dad I'm smoking. Your dad doesn't know you smoke? I don't think so. He wouldn't like it. I'm sure he can smell the smoke on you, my friend. You're wearing a very big scarf. How do we know for sure it's an alien? I mean, the scientist who was holding on to it was kind of like, unknown origin.
I think they might have even said, like, extraterrestrial life form.
We specifically have been like, I knew it was aliens, but that felt a bit excessive. But yeah, it's probably aliens.
We have had dialogue options this entire game being like, I bet aliens are behind it, which we were both reading and being like, ha ha ha, that's stupid, I'm not saying that.
Uh-huh. So, you get on with the old fella? I mean, sure. It's not like we do loads together. He's always helping others. We're kind of separate people. Oh, I suppose I could have done with a dad like that. What was yours like? Absent. Unless he didn't come home for 4 days. Ah, fuck. So, be good to your dad. Sound like he's a good guy. Sure. Don't be a snitch. You happy here? That's a bit lonely. But it's the best place for me. Yeah, I was like, as far as I understand, dogs seem to be pretty high up in the, like, species pecking order. So it was like, oh, their circumstances must have been kind of dire for them to have to...
Yeah, that's a good point.
But yes, why are you guys here in the... Kamara, you know, that's probably it.
Yeah.
That is probably it. Very good. Why are you guys here in the first place? Oh, there's trouble in the city for us. Would you, well, why? I don't want to talk about it. Sorry, let's move on. Yeah, Sorry, to be honest, I could do with a smoke, I guess. Oh, sure. Here you go. And so we smoke. There is an anime airing at the moment called Behind the Supermarket Smoking with You, which is a slow burn romance between a salaryman and somebody who works at the supermarket. And it is genuinely really charming.
Oh, look at these two cats in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see them behind the bush?
Mm-hmm.
I do want to do that sit alone, but first I want to cash in the herbs.
Yeah.
Cash in those herbs for sweet, sweet social capital. Ah, yes, making that cup of tea.
It was
Okay, I guess
it was just
we
a
did it.
single button press. Fair enough. He didn't come back. He's still hanging out in the woods. I do believe
yeah?
you were taking Roger.
Doing what? Yeah, sorry, it took me a second.
Yeah, that's his business.
That I'm his only family, so isn't it fair enough I ask?
Give him a break. He's a grown-up.
Oh. He's good, despite his dad.
You don't seem so bad as stats go.
I'd like to think so too, but what could you possibly be basing that as an assumption on?
Two is not true.
Yeah.
Howard Lotor taps the side of his nose. Detective instinct.
I'm not sure that's what it's usually used to detect.
Listen, compared to my dad, you're clearly a saint.
Oh. I'm sorry if you had a tough upbringing, and thank you.
Yeah. Tea time.
Ah, excellent. Thank you.
I hope it helps.
Thank you, Howard. And for spending time with Josh.
Glad to be a help. Get well soon. Yeah, no idea. I do not have that tier of animal facts knowledge.
I think raccoons raise their young. Yeah,
Geezer.
The geezer regards you somewhat warily.
We regard the geezer patiently.
The geezer ruffles its tail feathers and looks more obliquely at you.
So this is a real ass bird. It turns out that birds and reptiles are just...
Yeah, I mean, earlier we were getting noodles delivered to us by via geezer.
Mm-hmm. I am friend.
The geezer huffs gently in acknowledgement and settles calmly onto its haunches. Makes what can only be described as a raspy purring sound.
Just chilling with a geezer, running from my problems. It seems so, like we paid the bird.
The geezer looks into your eyes and honks loudly. She likes spending time with you too.
Well, we sit with the geezer and notice the world together.
We got the Steam achievement Geezer Pleaser, as we've treated them all with respect.
This is true. We were nice to the other. Oh, and we petted one on the roof midway through as well.
A small wooden jetty overlooks calm, bright water. Fishing paraphernalia is scattered around.
We'll sit.
The ocean caresses your tired feet, and the churn of your internal monologue is replaced with the soft lapping of the waves.
And so we drift away. It's being weirdly vibesy right now, which I guess is supposed to kind of set a contrast in tone from how, like, intense the city is in general.
Hey, Howard, right? Beautiful day we're having.
I'm glad you think so.
I'm glad you're glad. Figured this place out yet?
The babies are called kits. Wow. That is my animal fact for the day. Love that.
Why stop at one?
Oh, this is true. Streety in the Burning Park told me about this camp.
Yeah, we know Looney. Bit of a renegade, but good at heart.
Oh yeah, because he was like, yeah, one day we'll meet you underneath the bridge and we'll drink our sorrows away together, which may be actually on the cards. It's not the life I'm used to.
Is it really that different? There's still people and music here.
I suppose, weirdly enough, I've never been part of a community before.
Doesn't it feel cool? I mean, Ryan annoys me, but we accept each other.
There's, someone I can't leave behind.
Ah, that's a shame. Maybe you'll change your mind. Sleep on it.
There's a crab in your tuba?
You mean Andre? Andre?
You got Andre, you got 3 stacks in your tuba?
I am now just like, okay, B, tuba, Andre, crab. There, I swear to God, they can't. It is very possible that they just came up with this character for this, but I really feel like surely this is someone's first.
A challenge I put to chat. Since this game was crowdfunded, the crowdfunding page probably still exists. And I wonder if the backing rewards, if somebody could verify if there was like a donate $500 and you can be in the game.
And this game is currently called Tales Noir.
It was called something else previously, that's right.
Originally, it was called Backbone.
And I think I understand why now, huh? This thing is very much attached to our spine.
Yeah.
Doesn't he affect the sound?
He has a certain timbre to it, yeah. It's my signature sound now.
How long has he lived in there?
Couple of years. Hey, he just moved in one day. Doesn't seem to mind the noise, so I thought, why not?
Okay, so why is there a crab?
Because he wanted to get a bigger house, I guess? Who knows with these crab folks?
Sure. Anyway. I like the first option. Wanna play something together?
Is that an invitation? I'm always up for a friendly jam.
Have you got anything I can play?
Yay! I'll get the harmonica for you. Just follow my lead.
I'm waiting for the rhythm mini game. This like the golf mini game in fucking Detective Instinct. Take it away, Maestro. Oh, they just stripped it all, huh? I got you, don't worry. This is true. That was cute. Getting a sound out of tuba in general isn't easy. Very true, very true.
Hey again.
You've been playing long?
All my life. It's an extension of me.
Well, how did you learn?
Parents got me lessons. I hated the teacher, though, so in the end, I just taught myself.
I don't like people telling you what to do, huh?
I've got no problem with discipline, but I don't play music for someone else's approval. It's not for them.
It's for you. I get it.
I like to think so.
I don't think she misses her past life. That's not a relevant question. But hey, we'll ask. You don't miss your past life at all?
Part of it, maybe, but this is my new life for a reason.
What's the reason?
I don't know yet. I might never know.
Yeah. Oh, I'd better get going. Bye. Oh yeah, I guess she's a lioness?
Yeah, I think so.
Which also seems to be pretty high up there in terms of animal ranking, so... How are we feeling today, chap? Kind of floaty. Well, tonight's dinner should be jolly. Always good to get the old gang together. What's for dinner? No idea. Now, if it was my turn, I could promise something good, but I think it's Ryan's turn. Most lamentable. You're friends with Ryan? You could say that, but I'd say our life philosophies clash as much as our playing styles. He seems to take his cards seriously. He used to be a card shark. It's how he made his meager living in a tough situation. No surprise this imbued him with a competitive constitution. Oh, of course there is an entire wiki. And I do like that there is a wiki for it, but also not to the degree where like the makers of the game are there to verify things. So it's an either or.
Yeah, I did. I found the wiki, and I was not like the page for Dio has basic, like almost literally nothing on it. And it's like, oh, I can't even find like yes, here's character, tag for like real world characters or backer characters or anything like that.
A project that was started out of passion one day and then tapered off pretty quickly, I'm sure. What'd you leave behind to come here, North? Oh, you know, the usual. A pile of debts, a bundle of regrets, an assortment of useless junk, and too many books. Oh? What kind? I'm quite a reader myself. Oh good, that did update correctly. Everything you can think of, to anything you can imagine, and a little bit in between. So why did you have so many books? I was a librarian. Professionally, I mean. But my house was like a library too. But yes, books are my love. Why'd you quit? They made me. After I started secretly adding books they had deemed inappropriate for public consumption to the shelves. I did some light Googling, and the Kickstarter page for when it was called Backbone just says text saying Backbone, pixel art detective adventure inspired by Noir, and everything else is gone. Yeah, lost to time or a Wayback Machine project, and it's not that deep. Censorship. Not good. Indeed, my good fellow, it's the first step going along the road to tyranny. Damn the flow of knowledge, and the river of change shall be parched. Information wants to be free. I made my stand with integrity, and I can help educate the people here. Do more good that way than fining poor folks. Gonna start a library here. I've thought about it. Storage is an issue, but reading is a sacred endeavor, and I think the folks here would benefit from a little curation, shall we say. They have more in the way of Tijuana Bibles than any kind of long-form literature. I'd best get going north. Well, be well, Howard. Yeah, bye.
Let's see. I think you were also voicing.
No,
Ryan,
you
am I
took
wrong?
Ryan.
Oh.
Just a kind of gruff, serious guy.
Hey, Harry.
It's, Howard.
Sure it is. You want in on this action?
Yeah, sure, let's play.
Put your butt in the seat, boy.
Go easy on me. Oh.
Huh. Interesting. Ah. Okay, I guess that's just symbolic of time passing. Oh, hey, Howard. Ready for dinner?
Is everything okay? You look worried.
No, gosh. I'm fine. Let's just sit by the fire and enjoy our family dinner.
Wait. Where's Larry?
I'm not sure. He might turn up later.
I mean, would I play Magic the Gathering with a guy with an alien on his back? I would be mildly concerned that the alien is giving him additional information he shouldn't be privy to. How can I be sure that they're not conferring?
We don't know aliens are going to be good at Magic the Gathering. I would imagine humans are the best species in the galaxy at Magic the Gathering.
We don't know that.
It's my suspicion. It's my suspicion.
Nobody has said that a dog can't play Magic the Gathering. Does he often miss dinner?
I'm afraid it's not unheard of. He has a history of substance abuse.
Yeah, exactly. A history. It's in the past.
I'm rather afraid it's a present issue.
How often does this happen?
Periodically. I don't know, once a month. Not many folks who have guessed it, but as a doctor, I can't help but notice some of the symptoms.
If he's not coming back, I'd better go.
It's dark. You're weak and probably still have a fever. Please, stay here with us.
A sigh. All right.
I'm sorry you didn't know. He hides it well, but just try and enjoy dinner.
We'll see. We don't know that if that's the reason why he's not here, so I don't want to.
Whoa.
I don't want to flip out on conjecture.
I can understand being upset finding out that a good friend of yours has been lying. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh. This is not controllable, by the way.
We're just vibing.
Just vibing.
I was also surprised that there was no change in visuals for the entire stretch, but
Yeah.
yeah, there is the implication that everybody here is unhoused.
Ah.
Fuck, it's Goon. We've met the rat in the turtleneck before. I can't remember his fucking name. It's surprisingly similar to Goon, though.
Show us yourself. What have you been? What are you? What have you aspired to become?
I'm a person. I'm what others see in me.
That is just a small fraction of your externalized identity. What does it mean to truly show someone every facet of what makes you, you?
This is impossible. I don't even know what I am. What I am. How could someone else?
Love yourself through the love of others. Know yourself through the small rituals of truth. We're all one, breathing in unison, rhythmically becoming, pulsating.
I am. I am. I am.
We are. We are. We are.
We. I can't see any way to get it open. Oh, the shipping container, huh? Oh, this is where I woke up. Unfortunately. Well, there's a security camera in the ceiling, too.
Yeah.
At least it's not a bucket. A locked door. Can't see anything through the keyhole. This is the best burger we ever ate. Oh, where am I? What's this fucking container?
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, look at her fucking Carmen Sandiego
I
ass
know.
outfit.
She's so extra. Which I think is an intentional choice. Everybody, the designers of this game know what they're doing. You're awake. Your turn to make the tea. Oh, this technology here. And no kettle. My apologies. What's this thing inside of me? It's a symbiotic organism that splices its own genetic code with a host and rapidly expresses the new code. And now, in my hands, it's safe. You're, with, I think, genuine confusion in his voice, your hands exiled those girls to the wilderness outside the walls.
Quick check, is the stream still up for you? Because Twitch has basically just crashed on my end.
Oh,
and
interesting. I haven't
want
dropped
to
any
make-
frames, and we still seem to be maintaining uptime. So at the very least, this will remain in the recording.
Okay.
Hey, chat.
I'm happy for that to be a my end thing. Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
okay,
cool.
okay.
Yep.
I was about to ask the question. Thank you very much for letting me know, you two.
So let's see. You went with number 1, right?
No, I went with 2. I took care of them, helped them start a new life. Can you still see chat, Rafi?
Yes, yes. I reloaded the page and I can see chat.
Cool. What's your plan for the artifact? I'll find a use for it. It's none of your concern. You want the power to change people's bodies. What I want is to prove that what you're born as doesn't matter. That bodies change, and it's actions that earn power. The apes will figure you out. You'll be the main course for dinner. Oh, you overestimate them. They're just a bunch of weak minds born into strong bodies, terrified of losing their inherited power. This isn't going to work out how you think. Oh, I'd better get going, Howard. I'm genuinely sorry it worked out this way. Clarissa, wait. I think I hear someone just outside. Doesn't smell like Clarissa.
Let's go check. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
You know, we are a living weapon.
It's nothing personal, but I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Are you a doctor?
To put it simply, no. I'm a scientist.
Is Clarissa threatening you? Blackmailing you? Yeah, no, a handful of times he's highlighted a strong sense of smell.
No. I have my own reasons for working for her.
I've helped people escape Clarissa. I can help you.
I'm afraid it doesn't seem like you're in much of a position to do that at the moment. Even if I wanted to. Which I don't.
I see. So, why am I here?
So we can run some tests on you. That's all I know.
So, Clarissa doesn't trust you, huh?
She does. I just didn't ask. Not everything is my business, but I'm sorry you're in this situation.
I mean, yeah, city living in general can be quite intense in an olfactory sense. I think
Odiferous.
Yeah. Especially if everybody is out here smoking monkey butt. Why do you care?
I'm guessing you had no idea what the artifact was? You're just unlucky. None of this is personal.
It was personal to me. It's fucking attached to my spine.
I best get back to my preparations.
No, wait. Now what? There's an empty shelf or a small table, not exactly useful. A smell of fertilizer. Yeah. That is a consistent thing, not great. There's been a whole bunch of like local fires in Manchester over the
I don't
last
think you have a
handful of
lot.
days too.
Okay, never
What's
mind.
that
Time's
smell?
up on that.
Shit, I think it's coming from the vents.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's fine. I didn't realize events were occurring. Fucking pixelized medical malpractice. Although I guess we'll escape before we get a scalpel put into us. She must have dropped this. It's mine now.
Oh, you're awake already? Seems like the anesthetic is not very effective on you. I'll use more next time.
When?
If you said anything, it didn't pick up for
Number one, when?
me. Hmm? But what's that you're saying?
Are you done?
Not yet. We need to start another test. I'm really sorry.
This will change you too. Huh. I'm surprised this is the kind of tech that they have, considering the computers we see otherwise.
True. Very muffled screaming there. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Man's in the tube, but it was like, oh, I wonder if anyone else could tell that was there.
I did hear screaming on my end as well, just about.
The transformation became undone, and everything reverts back to discomfort and uncertainty. The true state of all things.
Things that were done to us.
We bursted into this new identity, but we have to bear the brunt of losing it. Maybe we pushed too hard and damaged the shell that kept everything together, that gave us a definition.
We are alone. All we have is ourselves.
There is no longer movement, just stillness of passing through time, waiting for the end, for the borders to shift, for the start of a new purpose. There will be none.
We will wait patiently.
We keep reaching into the past, our limbs sliding through the centuries of slimy gunk, feeling for bits of trauma and events that could somehow elaborate on our anguish.
There are answers somewhere.
Nothing stays the same. No one knows anything.
And so we become.
Beyond Walls by Kitsa Shafitz. Thanks, Bell. Oh, that was you saying that.
Yeah, it's all good. We read the back of the book.
What are walls? The ones that surround us physically and emotionally, and how do we break free? Physicist and award-winning writer Shafitz makes a blisteringly innovative investigation into the true nature of happiness.
I'll open the book to the middle. Ah, the page fell out. Let's take a look. It's just come unglued. That's the problem with mass market paperbacks. I'll pocket it. What's on the cover? There's a handwritten note on the first page, which we may as well read.
To Belle. Oh, actually, I think that's Clarissa. You can go ahead and read that.
To Belle. I hope this little book helps light a spark when you're in the deepest dark. CB. Not the kind of escapism I had in mind, but it's better than nothing. Ugh, this bandage is really pinching. Oh, that's larger than it was before, too.
It's hard to tell. Because it feels like it looks bigger when we're seeing Howard head on than from the side, but I truly don't know.
Inspect the bandage.
The front of bandage is speckled with dried blood, some of it unnaturally dark, almost black. It's tight and pinching the skin beneath painfully.
Remove the bandage. That feels better. What are they doing to me while I'm unconscious? What are they hoping to find? Carefully inspect chest. I'm not bleeding. Looks like I'm fine underneath. Oh yeah, because we
got
distorted
that
our face before and it
regenerative.
healed immediately. So
Yeah.
I wonder why she bothered putting it on me. I guess with our sense of smell being as acute as it is, what does the bandage smell like? It smells of antiseptic.
We got an achievement for sniffing everything. Let's go.
There's been a handful of times where it's come up and I've been like, all right. It smells of antiseptic with undertones of earthiness. Not the iron tang of blood, something more mellow. Is this what's become of my scent? Alright, what does this feel like? I don't know if I can bear to touch it with my hands. Sometimes I can feel it shifting. You know what, that's fair. I wouldn't touch it either. I'll put the bandage in my pocket and get the fuck out of here. I hear footsteps pacing.
Good morning. How are you feeling?
What are the test results saying then?
I haven't had the time to do any analysis, and I'm sorry, but there will be more.
This is hard for you too, isn't it?
Yes, the data is totally out of... Oh. You mean emotionally?
Of course I fucking meant that.
Yes. It's weird, and I feel guilty for feeling uncomfortable. Do you have enough water?
I mean, sure, but I could do with some fresh air though.
I'll open a window.
Yeah, as if that's gonna help.
What?
Because we
Bark?
were nice to the birds.
Bark.
You got something for me?
Honk.
Oh, no.
Howard, if this reaches you, I am where I found you on your ass at 9 every night. I showed the geezer your photo, told him to check the unusual places. I'm sorry I didn't come back that day. I was being followed. I'm worried about you. I've asked around, but you're holding out on me.
I guess we maybe could have had a different outcome if we sent Larry to the park. But
Hope we can have tea together again soon. R.
can you take back my reply? I have a blank page.
Honk.
I think information more than like heartfelt feelings. It's all Clarissa and Science Ape.
I mean, I feel like saying I don't have long left might be useful as like, I can't meet you. I need
True,
you to
true.
meet me.
Fair. I don't really have long left. Found Eddie and an unknown organism. It's too dangerous. Be safe.
Damn, all right. So we're kind of giving up on being saved.
Yeah, I mean, like, at least I ruined their plans. I don't think that's true. We're in their captivity. And I'm dying, so
Well,
goodbye
yeah.
doesn't really feel like a useful thing to... That's all I got space for.
Honk.
Thanks, friend. Fly safe.
Honk.
You too. A feather. Well, you could do with a bandage and a feather, huh? So soft.
We still have every item that we have ever collected.
Mm-hmm. You know, they put all of that in the vat with us. No wonder our data results are odd.
Howard, please. Please eat. Keep your strength up.
Oh, soup. I hate soup. There's a piece of bread and some butter and packets too. Let's look at the food. This will keep me alive, but it might destroy my will to live. Oh, it's hunger strike stuff feels like big dick swinging, but I think most people, unless they have incredible mental fortitude, tend to crumble pretty quickly, and understandably so. I don't think that Howard Lotor is of the constitution to hunger strike.
I also think they could probably force feed him.
I may as well try the soup. It's thick and bland and somehow grainy. Well, pocket the butter. Well, eat the rest. Butter joins the bowl. I think I'm gonna be sick. Just dash dancing to pass the time, huh?
Think I'm gonna be sick. Think I'm gonna have some sick movement. Yes.
Bell through the window. Oh my god, he's wave dashing. Just starts frantically typing notes. The frame data is unbelievable.
Yes, I'm glad you're coming to terms with the fact that this is your final destination.
But I have all of these items.
I will be turning them off.
Your name is Bell.
I've noticed you're a raccoon and not a fox. Okay.
No need to be weird about it.
Yes. How do you know?
I found an inscription in the book.
Ah. I'd forgotten it was there. But yes, it's no real secret.
Bloodworth gave it to you.
And now I'm giving it to you. Maybe you'd have preferred a radio or something, but not much signal here.
I would prefer a key. Or more painkillers.
I know it's not much, but maybe you'll find something in the book you can use.
Please tell me about who you really are.
I suppose I owe you that much. Where to start? I'm a scientist, but there aren't many scientists like me.
Just, if you wrong warp at the first stealth section, you end up here. Because of your kind. Oh yeah, I guess rabbits are rodent adjacent and they seem to be pretty low ranking.
Exactly. But Clarissa doesn't care what society says my kind are fit for.
So Clarissa lets you do what you love.
Exactly. I get to live out my calling. And maybe, eventually, prove my kind is capable of just as much as the others.
I don't think you... No. So it's all worth it.
Yes, it is. The chance to practice my craft, to illuminate the darkness. It's what I've always wanted. And for others like me to get the chance one day.
You do realize that Clarissa kills people and sells their flesh to the apes.
What are you talking about? Why would she do that?
For her own gain. For power.
Even if that even if that's true, and it's that simple, I'm sure she has a good reason for it.
Wow. You're in love with her.
Maybe. But I remember what my life was like before her. I felt like I was a slave to society.
What is this, Kakagurui? Oh, the world outside is terrible, but if my master puts a leash on me, that will make it better. All you did was get a prettier master.
Easy to say for someone who's never had a master at all.
I need to rest.
As you wish.
Yeah, whatever. I need to resist this. Fuck. Fucking dentist chair. Jesus, what?
That is a hell of an injection.
Man. Oh, yes. You know, a scientist. It feels like...
Yes, Miss Bloodworth. The artifact is responding to tests, yes. Of course, I'll be very careful.
If the alien is in our bloodstream, it feels like taking samples of it would be... Have you seen... You've seen the movie The Thing, right?
I have, yes.
Yeah. Separating blood samples is not necessarily a way to not have the blood attack you.
It was all for nothing.
It was all for nothing.
There is only change.
What are we now?
One with the past incarnations of self. One the visions of future never lived. One with the myriad of identities we've chosen, and those that were chosen for us.
We are one. I need to get out today. I refuse to die here.
Would it be alright if we took a comfort break?
A solid time for a break, I think. Good
Thank
call.
I refuse to pee here.
But now is your best opportunity. Yes, everybody
Yes.
go and get up, go stretch, go rehydrate, and so on and so forth. And we will see you all in 5 minutes. Be
See you
right
all soon.
back. And so, we return. We are finding Seek a Way Out. It's stained and stiff with blood. My blood.
It's a dirty toilet with a sink on top of it.
Well, I guess we're gonna soak the bandage in water. Maybe this will help. Now, what should I do with it? Come on, I know you're there.
Howard, how are you feeling?
Shifting.
I can only imagine. In any case, please get ready for the next round of test. We'll start soon.
You're complicit.
I know. I'm not asking for forgiveness. This is my work and it has to be done.
We are ready. If you can put the bandage around your mouth when... Oh yeah, no, we've stopped being I at this point. We are...
Please try and eat. It's important.
Oh, this is some proper Zero Escape music, actually. Yum. Looks like a small chunk of overcooked fish with undercooked rice. Ponder the food. things go in us, are we what we contain? At least it's not soup. Ugh. Disgust. This meal looks upsetting. Somehow I'm not hungry. Fuck this. Whatever happens, I need to make sure the gas doesn't knock me out. My weapon of choice.
So I'm assuming we're going to put the bandage. Ah, okay, sure.
The gas will start
leaking out of it at any moment.
I could tie the wet bandage over my mouth like a mask.
If it's tight, oh, I guess that's you. Huh.
If it's tight around my mouth and nose, it should be effective at blocking the gas particles and buy me some time. Because I don't think we can reach the vent, so.
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad. I sure hope this works. No way to open it, so. Hold on a second.
Okay. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just making sure I did not have a mouthful of water. Gotta think fast. Belle's expecting me to be unconscious. I could pretend. Risky, but I'll get the door open and get her closer to me. We'll feign unconsciousness. Okay. She has to come in to get me. Oh, wait.
What's on your face? Oh, no. Don't. Mr. Lotor.
Belle, stop.
How are you conscious? Did the artifact somehow...
We are becoming.
I know you must hate me, but please, don't hurt me. I can...
We're past hating.
We don't have much time left. I think you should know that.
Find Renee. She's all that matters.
Okay. You'll need these keys to get out of here.
Do we want to see the test results?
Oh, man.
Actually, I guess it's information that we could give to Renee, right?
True.
We want to see the test results.
It won't help. It's mostly raw data, and they need to be.
We
they
need
analyzing,
to
compare.
see them.
The files are on the computer over there. Howard, I'm so sorry.
Goodbye.
And we got an achievement for being compassionate.
Because, yeah, we could have just clonked her with the dinner tray. I don't understand any of this shit. I should smash this all up, but I'm so tired. It's on the computers, right? Oh, we can't interact with those?
Nope. Huh. Interesting.
Our walk cycle's a bit different now too, actually.
Ah, I see.
Oh my god, okay.
First suite of tests aim to work towards an understanding of patient's psychological state through pain threshold and response. Initial tests concluded patient has a far higher, broader pain tolerance than average subjects, along with a massive spike in aggression hormones. Full data range below. Day 2. This set of tests aimed to establish a basic framework for understanding the artifact's effect on healing factors and motor control. Our initial conclusion is that, in this subject at least, the artifact has rapidly begun breaking down certain neural pathways while strengthening certain parasympathetic nervous systems.
So we are getting our neurological kind of structure overwritten by the artifact, I guess.
Aims of the third test suite will be to isolate RNA and DNA functions and relationship. If patient does not survive, we will perform autopsy and attempt to recontain the artifact for further study.
Are you me? Are we us? Are you I am who I am, I am.
Look into extant data on psychological trauma. A link to neuropathy, correlation. Thesis, psychosomatic impact on artifact. Also, study effective immune response to common viruses of those exposed to extra-wall environment compared to intra-wall. City has immunosuppressant effect. Why? Ooh, that's interesting. Test day 3040. Tests continue. There are not many of us left. Time is running out, but hope perseveres. I persevere. Cannot let the line end here. Change is preferable to annihilation. We are all our genes. Our genes are all we are. We are.
We are.
It was bizarre seeing the growth today. Sits on the subject's shoulders like a hoodie or something. Today's test proved that his pain tolerance is well above average, and I believe it. He's been walking around with that thing on him for days, and he still hasn't dropped. It's a shame we couldn't track the effect it's had on him from the start, and sometimes I wonder how much of that tolerance is him and how much is the artifact. Subject seems to be suffering nightmares. He groans, twists, and turns. Ian whispers to himself in his sleep. I guess if he is sleeping at all. Like he's having an imaginary argument with himself.
That's true.
He might not have much time left. Even if I were to let him out now, he wouldn't last long. In a way, he's better off here. Of course, he doesn't see it that way. We're wasting time here. These numbers and letters are inconsequential. We must go. We must become. We must be.
Yes, we are. Oh, man. Did she manage to go and get some of the goop on her?
It does feel that way. His name is Howard. I don't know why I wanted to mark that down, but I felt compelled to. His name is Howard.
Must go. We are. Must be.
We get to leave, or do we want to do one more check that we didn't miss anything over here?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, and I'm guessing nothing new is going to turn up.
It's
Yep.
mercifully, this game is not time sensitive in that kind of way.
Yeah. What a time in the story for me to get a bunch of cherries to eat.
You are becoming.
We have a fifth act? Oh, epilogue. Okay. Oh my god.
You might as well take the minister since
yes.
I'm a...
Hello, Clarissa.
Minister, I trust you are well.
I'm fine, Bloodworth. Just busier than usual. Is the next delivery still on track?
Indeed.
Haven't heard from you in a week. Anything on your mind?
No. The delivery will be there.
Good. I must inform you that a most peculiar incident has occurred. Someone broke into my office. Any clues who could have tipped them off?
Her name is indeed Clarissa Bloodworth. Subtext is for fucking cowards. Oh. My condolences.
Clarissa, speak directly now. Do you have any information concerning who could have done such a thing?
Perhaps your maid?
Bajwa has been serving me for decades, and it's impossible. All right. I believe you. For now.
hope you find the culprit soon.
Of course. If you hear something on the grapevine, let me know, please. This could impact us both.
Oh? How come?
My papers are missing, some pertaining to our partnership.
Of course. I will remain vigilant.
Goodbye, Clarissa.
Have a wonderful evening, Minister.
Oh my god.
Oh, the
Okay,
walk cycle for Clarissa. She do the shuffle. Damn. What a walk cycle. They knew. They fucking knew. Mm-hmm.
I won't be intimidated, you know.
That attitude is why you're here.
No, I'm here because your goon fetched me at gunpoint.
See? Suze is close to goon. Leave me alone.
You're not wrong. The Z is just a sideways N.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Desperate times call for desperate invitations.
You're not used to people turning you down, are you?
Suze, thank you. You can go.
How did you find me?
Fuck, man. Some junkie let slip your name to one of my dealers.
Bloodworth, you need to tell me what you know about Howard now.
He came across she gestures her hand in the air like she doesn't know the word. Technology. It's inside of him.
What technology? What do you mean?
It changes your biology, your kind, from the inside.
What? Where did it come from?
I don't know. The science minister found it.
Fuck. Clarissa, please, just tell me what happened to Howard. Did you hurt him?
She would never admit the latter. I let him go.
He's alive. Where?
He's lost beyond the wall. I promise we're looking for him.
Is this why you brought me here? Oh my god, these options!
A mind like yours can surely hazard a guess.
You want to find out what I know and tidy up your loose ends?
Wrong. I want us to work together.
I knew you were crazy, but you think I want to work with a mob boss that conspired with the ruling elite to eat the innocent?
Well, you don't know the whole story.
I'd love to hear it, but I wonder how reliable the narrator will be.
It's interesting to start thinking about what I think Clarissa would say. She doesn't really feel like the kind of person who would be interested in justifying herself. However, in this specific instance, she's trying to kind of strong arm Renee to be on side and maybe giving an excuse, even if it's a fake one, is her tack here. Well, these were not great people. Rapists, abusers, wife beaters.
Even scum doesn't deserve to be eaten.
It is done. What matters is our next step.
Go to prison. That's the next step.
Renee, I am your destiny. And you are mine.
If no one has written some toxic Yuri here, I'm going to break my desk in half.
I mean, I saw the line and was like, I need to go and put my whole pussy into that. That was important to say correctly.
Thank you. You are doing the work, and I hope the work does not stop with Castor. What the fuck are you on?
I want to bring down the apes and their wall.
Excuse me?
You'd be in charge of intelligence and publicity.
Are you out of your... Are you out of your fucking mind?
Maybe. But that's what makes me good at what I do.
Do you mean to literally bring down the wall?
Oh. Trust me, Renee. When you see what's possible beyond it, you'll know.
The wall is there for a reason. There's nothing but death beyond it.
I've been out there. It's safe. And more.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that people can live out there by their own rules.
And you know this. How?
Well, the technology that infected Lotor, it was found there. Oh, and I had a tunnel built. Comes out far away from the wall. I can take you there, if you'd like. Call it our first date.
I don't understand. You were working with the apes. How exactly do you think things will improve when they're not in power? These are all pretty good.
Women won't have to murder their way into a life of comfort. Hi, 3 raccoons.
I can't really argue with that.
She does not seem like a person who likes to rush things. The revolution will happen slowly, inevitably, like a tide.
The military, the police, they're loyal to the apes. They'll squash it before it builds any momentum. People will die violently.
I've caused cracks in their ranks already. They can be widened.
It's a lofty ambition for a murderous drug pimp. You already have power. Why risk it on something like this?
But it's not real power, is it? I want the real thing. Freedom.
I'll just be helping install you as a dictator.
Dictators are lonesome. I will have you.
And what's in it for me? I risk everything by trusting you. And do you expect me to forgive you?
I suppose you'll have to decide that for yourself.
How convenient. Have you considered you may be delusional?
You have already questioned my sanity in this conversation once already, yes. I'm sure men have called you that, but you didn't listen.
Well, Bloodworth, this has been delightful. Can I go now, or was there something else?
I'm sure you don't want to stay for a drink. You have 2 days to think.
Oh, I'm going to have plenty at home. What happens to me if I miss the deadline?
Then I will leave you alone. I trust you to make the right choice.
Bloodworth, I still think you're a conniving piece of shit. But I'm not saying no. Be sure I'll tell you my thoughts one way or another.
I look forward to working together. We'll do great things. Suddenly, toxic Yuri out of nowhere. Oh, this is the boss. Renee, at last. It has been easier to get a table for 2 at Dorsia than to get hold of you. The invitation is still open, by the way. The oysters are to die for.
Epic American Psycho reference, I guess.
I suppose I'll let you choose the options here. You're Renee.
I guess. I think I'm going to say number 2. Something came up. Personal.
Oh, what was so important you couldn't even speak to me? How's the latest draft of the chapter on my department coming along, by the way? Excuse me? On your department?
Yeah, yeah. We need to talk about that.
Do we now? You know, I hate to constrain your creativity, but there comes a time where one must stop perfection from being the enemy of good enough.
I don't want to be working for people like you anymore.
I beg your pardon.
I've had a better offer. I quit.
You can't be serious. The others know not to poach another's project. The others know not to poach one another's projects. You can tell me who it was, you know. I'll protect you. Or we can discuss the pay.
It's not another ape.
Renee, you are nothing without me. You had one failed book, and now you have the chance for greatness. You'll never have someone like me on your side again.
Someone else can finish the book. I don't care.
You realize your career ends here. Your reputation. They'll make sure your life is a total shitstorm, you ungrateful bitch.
Great. I think more. Great. This is good material for my next book.
Next book, don't delude yourself. You're a pampered, failed writer with no idea how the world really works.
We'll soon see.
Just everybody getting walk cycles today.
Beautiful day outside. No time to relax. Howard's letter to me. He didn't say where he was. Perhaps he didn't know. Let's think about it.
Mm-hmm.
His message was so morose. Were you suffering, Howard? Where are you? I'm so sorry. He could still be alive. Well, you didn't deserve this, my friend.
Mm.
What would you think about Bloodworth's offer, Howard? I really wish I could ask you. Is it all my fault? I convinced him to go to Science City. Made him feel it was our last chance. Not my fault.
It is
He had the
Renee's
same
fault.
information as me. What'd you say?
It is Renee's fault. A lot of this working relationship has been like, so you go to this dangerous place and find the information and tell me about it. And he's like, that sounds dangerous. And she's like, I don't care. So, yes, Renee.
At least he knew I was looking for him. Fuck, Howard. Why didn't you come back to me yet? Clarissa said people could live over the wall. Who knows? Maybe there are others, and Howard will find them. Okay, I have things I should be doing. Cup of tea will make me feel better before the call. Same one he made for me. We only shared a couple of days together, and everything reminds me of him. I have to keep on without him. We had a real connection. It's rare. He's gone now, maybe forever, but he gave me hope. That things could be different, that there's a future. I'll hold on to it.
The phone's by the sofa today. Oh.
Come on, Renee. You can do this. You owe it to him. What am I going to tell her? Ah, fuck, come on.
Hello? Who is this?
Helen Lotor. My name is Renee Wilson. This is concerning your son. We're here.
We are all who persevered.
What's the use in vilification? The end is built into the beginning. We've come into existence, and then we come out of it.
We used to be a man.
A million glimmering identities, all fighting for control over one another. What became of this man? What happened to us all?
We tried too hard to escape the definition.
Separate ourselves into atoms and pull by the threads of origin. Follow their path from moment of conception and up until the nowness. What do you see?
A definition is inescapable. What happened once will happen again.
Thank you for the definition on Velcation, because I also did not know.
I decided to, for some reason, to just let that one sit without understanding. We've been learning new words today.
Reconciliation of past forms and lives not yet lived. Things that happened, things that are bound to happen. A humming harmony, a being in perpetual becoming.
We are afraid.
When the landscape of the past and future in its dizzying complexity is laid out in front of us, what would our choice be?
Well, there is no choice.
The choice is made.
We become.
And we persevere.
We change.
We can't escape the pain.
Let the pain become us.
Revel in its beauty.
We change, but we change nothing. Beyond the wall. Interesting that we decided to not try and return to find Renee and just walked. Although, maybe we have considerably less of a choice now that we have a passenger. It makes me think of like cordyceps, right? Where it's not just the parasitism, but then forcing the host to move where it needs to propagate itself.
Ah, interesting. Windmill.
Yeah, because this is like the post-apocalyptic future, right? So a whole bunch of it's a wind turbine specifically. So we have a lot of those kind of wind turbines in the UK. So
I was saying the at the background.
Fading in. Actually, yeah, putting Denzel Curry's walk-in over this sequence would actually go real fucking hard.
He's still wearing that fucking tie. Oh.
He didn't make it. So we saw a human skull in the scientist's lab who mentioned that it was an ancient being. So of course we're going to get some spoken word dirge as credits. Fuck. I think there is definitely some disco DNA in how these kind of like act. Oh, there are ads playing? Wild. I didn't actually pay attention to the fact that that was active for me. Apologies.
Yeah, I do totally see the Disco Elysium comparison in terms of like format.
Because, like, yes, a whole bunch of different visual novels took the right-hand nav for dialogue, but I think there's some specific kind of tonal similarities in this kind of like final act that I think echo.
Yeah, no, I do agree, though I guess it's kind of interesting the way that I think Disco Elysium has a overall hopeful ending, and this one,
miserable.
It's certainly not a hopeless ending all around, but it is a very bleak ending for Howard.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kamara, that, as I understand from the research that Rafi put in before we started playing, is a big point of contention about this game specifically, in the way that it ends in a very different place to where it starts.
Yeah, I think it didn't feel like too much of a, it was not like a tonal hard cut. But it is interesting, taking that swing.
And also I see, in terms of the sequel bait of what this is, of it being a Renee Clarissa like sequel, which I think playing as Clarissa would be more interesting than playing as Renee, to be honest. But I don't think that's a.
So there is a sequel, but it is a prequel. Oh God, Lucas Pope. Oh, Adam YMS, like your movie sucks guy. Huh.
I guess these are all the backers.
Must be, yeah.
Zam back this? Sure.
Zal?
Lindsay Ellis? Dave
Okay,
Gilbert?
What? These cannot just be... That can't just be backers. But yes, a prequel does exist. It is also... These are the backers. Okay, that makes sense.
Right.
But, yes, they're... Oh, my name might come up
Zaddy.
here.
Oh my God.
I think I did back this. It was a long time ago. But, yeah, the prequel, which is also on sale, I think it's like maybe $6 right now. Or it's like 60. Oh, sweet, my name in the credit. That's quite funny. Seems very, like, it looks similar aesthetically, but it very different style in that it is from my brief look, it looks like you play as 4 different characters, and what happens with each of them, and like where their stories go, really depends on the choices that you make.
I mean, that's nice. I'm cool. I appreciate the fact that they're kind of sequel, like working on their next game is a bit more narratively interconnected and reactive that way, because this felt comparatively much more linear.
Yes.
There's like I guess a zoology, aside from that, vertebrates have a backbone. Is there a zoology kind of thing around backbones? Because I assume Tales Noir was a bit more of an obvious thing of being like, hey, these are all mammals with tails that everybody's playing as.
I kind of wonder if the pivot to Tales Noir was a copyright thing, because they changed that post-launch, if I recall correctly, which, surprising. But
big gay skeleton back this? Wow.
of backyard fame.
Cruising, as I realized, like, last time we streamed, I kind of mentioned offhand that I had a YouTube channel that I mirror all these VODs to, and multiple people in the chat were like, "Word, you have a YouTube channel?" It's like, I should probably mention that more. Yeah. Yes. All previous eps of this, as well as all the other LPs that we've done on channel, have been mirrored to my YouTube, also the Neon Caster. So if you want to go and see this from the start, you can go and play it there. But also, if you saw this ending and were like, how the fuck did we get here? Well, the game is, at time of recording, currently on sale. So you can go and see the opening areas of the story. I don't think, because the opening and the ending are quite different from each other, I think the experiential playing the opening is not going to be spoiled by where we're at here, I don't think.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah, it is currently 80% off. It's like $5. Oh God, oh man, seeing some names here and going like, oh God, do I recognize that? Like Striker Fox feels familiar, but
oh yeah, that was a pivot. I think because I think it's specifically, well, all of this has to do with Clarissa, the chopping up of people and feeding it to the elite is functionally an entirely separate thing from the weird shit Side City found. It just so happened that by maintaining a relationship with the science minister, she heard about it, but she had no hand in that. She didn't know anything about that shit until it became like actively involved in her life, which is interesting, right? I think at its worst or its most critical, you could frame it as a bit of a Shaggy Dog tale, but I think it kind of sits with its thesis statement that the underclass are kind of unimportant in the grander scheme of things, which I think I talked about last week. That kind of like, oh, we make such a little difference that not only were we unable to kind of, you know, involve ourselves in solving the mystery that we were looking in before it was too late. Also, our life is so aggressively forfeit. What do you mean, will.i.am?
I was looking at that like, am I going to be there? But okay, maybe I forgot to send my yes, please. That's, oh my God. Some people put yes instead of their name to go over. That's so goddamn funny. Good Lord. So now that we're, you know, credits have stopped rolling. Oh, okay. Are we getting a post credit or is it back to the main menu? And I'm totally getting the thing of, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Oh, and there's not even an option to continue or anything. That's just boom.
It's
that
just
file,
done because it was only a single save file game, which is unusual.
Yeah. No, true. So now that Tales Noir has wrapped, what do you think of this game? Chat, feel free to drop your thoughts on whatever you have seen of this game. I'm curious, for those that have here, first off, thank you for being here. And I'm curious how much of this game y'all have seen, as it's hard for me to remember who came in when. This is Clarissa Bloodworth, this is Howard, and this is Renee at the top. But Kester, please tell me your thoughts.
I enjoyed this. I think it is an interesting thing to experience in context or in like harmony with some of the other stuff we have played in Cold Cases. Yeah, Clarissa is a polar bear. I didn't recognize that initially from this artwork either. I was like, it's like an ermine of some kind, but hey. I do not claim to know my animals. I am but a robot. It was interesting to kind of play this alongside stuff like Kaiju Noir, where I'm really glad, like, I am not surprised that the furry community who want to make a noir piece of media are engaging with it in terms of the grey morality and political explorations therein, because I'm so used to video games that want to set an aesthetic doing it for the aesthetic alone. The number of games that frame themselves as cyberpunk, and it's just because there's a lot of neon lights and we have a cool gun, and it's not like, you know, talking about the sociopolitics of what it means to be in that kind of tech future or whatever. I am not surprised that these two furry visual novels about film noir are also reflections and explorations on the designer's personal politics. I appreciated. We've talked a little bit about this previously. I appreciated Kaiju Noir for being, I think, very earnest in
Yes.
what it wanted to try and say. I still fucking think about the kaiju baby hatching from the egg with the most like ominous sludge metal behind it, and we're looking at it being like, oh, this baby is the end of worlds, and it's supposed to actually be a really sweet moment. It's like, that doesn't scan at all. That is such a horrendous music mismatch. This game's politics, I think, are much more nuanced. I think what Clarissa is saying at the end is in part lip service. I do think she believes it a little bit. But I don't think she would necessarily run a ring of sex workers if she was truly a feminist.
Yeah,
in that kind of way, like sex workers work, but not. That doesn't feel like the most egalitarian way to look after her girls.
Work.
Yeah.
It does. This game is tough to get a read on because I think, Kaiju Noir was very very upfront with what it was about. I would say almost to a fault, but almost. Tales Noir, I think, is... I feel very conflicted. I think this was a pretty narratively ambitious game, and
yes.
I do quite appreciate that. It also, I think, just had more words, and it had a bit more space to work with than Kaiju Noir. Part of me kind of feels like it... I think it is more opaque with what it thinks, and is perhaps more interpretive in that way, which is, I think, can be a strength, but it's the gap between okay, so there is, in terms of how didactic is a work, if a work is completely didactic and it's just telling you, here's what you should think, then that's, kind of spoon feeding the reader. It's generally not a very engaging thing. On the flip side, if a work is just kind of either saying nothing or it's just like a Rorschach test, and everyone's going to take, everyone is just going to take away what they already think, then that is, I think, less useful. Or that is, it's not useful, even if it can be more engaging to try and piece together, so what does this comparison mean? And I don't think this is at either extreme, but I guess it's hard to tell. The politics of this feel opaque because it is it is starting to rain quite hard outside. I'm just going to keep an eye.
Fucking jealous. Fuck you.
It's been the fucking toasty all week. We get in that sweet heat dome. So I may need to hop up in a minute or less to go and shut windows. I think it looks okay right now, but essentially what I'm trying to convey is this game covers a lot of ground. It touches on a lot of themes, and I'm having a hard time figuring out whether does it just trust the reader to interrogate those themes and come to their own conclusions, or does it just kind of not have opinions about these things and is just kind of going, death, politics, the overclass, the underclass, right? What do you think? Where, I don't know.
I don't think that I didn't get a read of this game aiming to be milquetoast or centrist.
No,
I think
no, that's not quite what I'm saying.
no. I think it has a very self-defeat. I think it has a very defeatist view of things in the grand scheme of, because what I did kind of appreciate, there's some, I guess I would say, mechanical things about this game that I'm a little negative on. I think it can be interesting when a game obscures how meaningful the choices you make are, but it also can sometimes feel very inconsistent, where you can go through patches where it's like, well, nothing I say really matters. And maybe that's this game's thesis statement, where you try to lull you into a vibe of like, well, this game is on rails and I can truly say whatever the fuck I want. And then a character is like, you were really mean for no reason. Why? I would think that would be very interesting, but I don't know if that's necessarily what this game aim is, even if it does kind of line up with some of the themes it's trying to tell. But what I did quite like was the conversations with people who were not plot critical were sometimes surprisingly long form and involved. And I generally quite appreciate when there are games that care about like a world and the people in it, or a city and the people in it, to be more specific, where you kind of get some of the minutiae of what it's like to be in this place. And like we have the extended chat with like the bookseller, and his kind of deal. We have a chat with the guy who runs the electric repair shop, and have a chat about why he got into that line of work and RTV and stuff. And none of that mattered for the kind of like thrust of the narrative, but it made the world feel more cemented and real, rather than, oh, this is an animal society with like a species-based ranking system. That's as much as we need to know about the world. Even chatting to the ape kids felt very grounded and believable, that these are very young kids willing to have a conversation with you, but have grown up in a very, very strange situation. And I really enjoyed that. I think this is a game that feels very human. Even the kind of like chatting to like the unhoused community, and I really quite like that we got to spend more than just a scene there. A shame that we didn't get to meet the guy from the park there. Maybe there was a route that we could have taken where he would also be there, and we could like have that come full circle. But I think the fact that that was a location in the scene that the game wanted to entertain at all, I think is specific in how it feels about things, right? I think
Yes.
a game that lets you hang out with an unhoused community who are trying to make a new life outside of the city structure they have had to divorce themselves from, and it gives you a very long stretch to just meditate on that, multiple stretches to have you meditate on that, I think is intentional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
I think I would say that I feel like that communal society of unhoused people is probably the most original thing I've seen this game do.
Yes, I
Because
agree.
Noir is, I mean, shocker, Noir is a kind of derivative genre.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that at the expense of this game, because I think it is using Noir as a vehicle for something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just Noir for Noir's sake. And the whole idea of like, okay, we have a classist society that is also kind of racist, and that seems to be separated in an arbitrary manner, is like, well, this. Oh, and even going so far as the idea that the overclass is literally eating the underclass is. I mean, I'm on board with that. Like, I'm just kind of nodding, going, "Yep, it basically is like that." But
Mm-hmm.
it's that is territory that has been trodden before. Someone asked, "Oh, so is this Zootopia for adults?" And I don't think that was an unfair thing to say when focusing on that element.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that idea of like we're going to show an unhoused community who seem to be at least somewhat self-sufficient, or like, they're at the very least finding their joy. I will be honest, they're it's hard not to think that, like, oh, they're on the razor's edge out there, given the fact that they are taking like driftwood for firewood, and I can't imagine that'll last that long. But
Hmm.
I think that was maybe more of a gap in mess. I don't think that was an intentional message. I think, that's something that you could read that way, but it didn't feel like the text was pointing at that especially strongly. I think that's maybe a literal interpretation.
Yeah, I think the writers wanted that scene to be a little rosy, um, just to have like the contrast of like, oh, everything was at its worst up to this point, and then there's a bit where it's like, well, maybe things are not fully miserable, and these are all people who, some of them in very very high ranking positions in their previous life, if we take the kind of kind strata to be quite literal, uh and they are managing to find peace and joy and community outside of that, and isn't that nice, is a really nice sentiment. I think that's that kind of circumstance that they're all in taken literally is rather unrealistic, but this is also a video game where we have a talking polar bear, so uh, I was willing to kind of take that on tonal value rather than a realistic future for the people in this particular setting. I think framing the ending, framing itself as a sequel hook, I think is ambitious. I won't say arrogant. Kickstarter stuff funded by Kickstarters are deeply not guaranteed to get sequels. So that they chose to do that is like, huh, okay. uh, but I without even looking, I can tell you did not take in Undertale money. Either in the Kickstarter or on sales after the fact. So to frame yourself as getting a sequel is ambitious of you, but I appreciate the moxie. If you do release it one day, I'd be interested to see Tales Noir 2 Polar Bear Boogaloo.
I mean, hey, they did release a prequel.
Yeah, but
which I'm honestly pretty tempted to check that out. I think
Mhm.
this feels like it had enough potential that I'm quite interested to see what they would do after this.
Mm.
I do also want to say, to their credit, you mentioned like you can tell by looking at it that they didn't pull in Undertale money, which is extremely fair. And I'm not saying this as a like direct counter, but I will say this. I think that the usage of pixel art and the detail in the environments it's pretty nice. I think
Oh
it's
yeah, I think the game looks and sounds great. This isn't oh, they've had to make do with the money that they've pulled in, because I don't, that's not what I mean. I mean sometimes, because like literally everything you make and release on the internet, it's a lottery. Um the amount that they just generally pulled it, because of the way that crowdfunding works, backing money is to be able to make the thing, but it's also a guaranteed number of eyes on a project and how that radiates out from who those people are connected to, right?
yeah.
And so when something does a modest success on crowdfunding, unless later down the line somebody really big and influential in the scene highlights it, you're not guaranteed to get that many eyes on it to other people. And knowing how difficult it is to fund a video game of any kind, indie or not, it feels like if you make a modest success on Kickstarter to be able to fund the production of your game, that's probably not a guarantee that you would get funding for. Even though they have made a prequel, that's no guarantee. Even with the sales of that, there is no guarantee that they'll get the funding to do a sequel to this.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
yeah. So that decision, the sequel hook, I was like, that's ambitious, but it's not an indictment of like, oh, the game was cheaply made or anything like that.
Oh,
I think the
sure.
game
No,
is
no,
very,
no,
very
of
pretty.
course.
I'm definitely going to go and find the soundtrack after. I think it was quite interesting. I want to listen to that lounge music song again when you go into the bite the first time, because I was like, I was stun locked by that. I was like, that's really nice. Also, I wasn't expecting vocal tracks in this game, and there were like 4. Good shit. Oh, to scroll up chat, because people have given their own thoughts on the game, and I want to actually verbally acknowledge those. Cruising said, from what I saw, I really liked. I really enjoyed the wording choice of the dialogue of this game. Indeed, very fascinating game. Yeah. I think there's some interesting things to say about. Eventually, we kind of got the vibe of the tone of Howard Lotor, but I remember really early on got some of the lines being like said smoothly and sardonically, and it's like, oh, he is not saying that smoothly at all. we do not have enough time in his shoes to get how awkward this man is, and eventually we kind of settled into what he would be likely to say or not. Through Raccoon says, unfortunately, I was not around for as much as I would like to have been. Definitely less than half the time. I really enjoyed what I saw. The writing and characters were interesting. The plot seemed solid and intriguing with actual stuff to think about in it. The art was simple but delivered a surprising amount of flavor and emotion. The music was pretty minimal. The streamer voices were great. Oh, thank you.
Aw, thank you.
No, I'm glad I read that back now. I didn't catch that compliment when I saw it as it scrolled by. Thank you. We did our best. Yeah, we did talk a little bit about the character acting, like the body posing of characters and scenes to convey, because their faces are quite small, and that did definitely carry.
You know, something I wanted to ask. Okay, so two things. One, I thought it was I did look at the Kickstarter page in the Wayback Machine, and we have posited what city we think this is inspired by.
Because it's a little bit of London, because they talk about like the East End, but it's clearly a little bit of New York in terms of like building structure. We see the kind of like wind turbines outside that are like off the coast of the UK, and everybody drinks tea, but everybody says mum with an O. So it's clearly like a blend.
Oh my god, this is even on the freaking Steam store page. I explore a dystopian Vancouver.
Huh.
Yeah, I've never been to Vancouver in my entire life. I do not know much about it, so I'm very kind of like that there. I guess It's very funny to me that they were.
I mean, I guess it's a colony.
Yeah. Also, the fact that the one of the content warnings for this game is terminal illness. And I think knowing that, I can get the sense that that's something that they were trying to interrogate with the conversations between Howard and the artifact.
Knowing it will kill you and making peace with the fact that you are changing into.
I think I'm going to be honest. I wish that had been more on the nose, because I think very directly confronting like this is going to kill you would have been, I think, more interesting, because a lot of the more poetic we are changed, but we do not change things. We have a lot of that was like, okay, well, this isn't bad, but it's very open to interpretation, and I think I would have welcomed being more directly challenged with.
I agree.
This is going to kill you.
I think it would be. I would
in a short time.
It would definitely be sad. But it was one of those things. I think I remember when we, at the end of last session, where we had a little bit at the camp and we stepped outside. And I was kind of playing Howard as like on the verge of tears. And then we speak to B playing the tuba, and he's like, "See you later." And I was like, "Hold on,
yeah,
where are we emotionally?" I'm unsure.
Now that would, because I think that would have been really interesting if you were like, "Oh my god, I'm so fucked up. This is gonna kill me," and then you go out and someone is like, "Do do 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 do," and you needing to navigate the fact that you are the one thinking about this. Everyone else is living their lives. Oh shit! I think there's a I think there's a young cockroach that had been hiding. I'm going to go catch this fucker with tape. I'll be back.
Yeah. While you go
30
handle
seconds.
that, I will kind of prepare to move us to.
Actually, I think I can stay on mic. Any any last thoughts?
Yeah, I think game cool. You know, the kind of numerical ratings is not something that I super do. I know. I just now I've like, did I close my back door? Have I let the slugs into my home? It's so
God,
dry.
I
It's
missed
so
it and
dry.
it
It's
fell on
very
my
unlikely
desk.
for that to be
Fuck
the
my
case,
life.
but still, we do not like it. But
This, yeah, this fucking apartment.
I see. Hey, you know, it's not forever. I think this game is really interesting. What the measure of a game being good or not is not something I'm in the position, nor do I have time to say, nor am I the kind of person to do numerical rankings. But I came away from this thinking much more about its world and its tone than some of the other games that we've played. And that's not necessarily an indictment against those other games, but I think it is neat that this game has maybe be like, oh yeah, this is vibesy, open brackets positive, open brackets sad. is neat. I've not played a game like that in a while. There's been a handful of games that I've played that have been sad, but they are like morose or like really heavy and leaning about how miserable they're supposed to be. And I don't like games that I don't really like. There's a place for media that is sad for the sake of sad, or the misery is the point. Like the world super sucks and it really wants to rub your face in it, and that can get under my skin. And I think this game manages to do a big good balance of this world being incredibly difficult, and it sucks for a lot of people, especially you, but it didn't feel like it wallowed in how morose it was, or that it wanted the moroseness to be the point. And I appreciate that this game has some texture there.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game did a good job of making a lot of. There are many things where it's when this is the destination. I think that kind of stinks, like Noir in and of itself. I think, but in this case, it's like I feel like the Noir was a vehicle for these topics and themes, in the same way that also this misery was a vehicle for that and did not feel overindulgent.
Right. We should probably wrap up for the day so we can go rest our voices. Looking at who's live and what's going on right now, Toys is streaming Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe is a fucking sick video
hell
game.
Yeah, Henshin a go-go, baby.
Yeah. And they're currently on the at least by the thumbnail, yeah, they're currently fighting Harley Davidson, like the rapping rhino guy.
Oh my god.
So let's go and get that raid over so you can see this guy's get his ass beat by a rhino. I never did finish that game. I think I ended up needing a Game Shark to do some of the final stages of it. The second game is very different. It's more, but it's like, yeah, it's different. I'm more familiar with the first game. Right, as that raid is currently going, I have been your androgynous android late night DJ caster.
And I have been your amazing agender avian co-host, Ravi the Owl.
Next week, we will be doing a fun collab with Cruising in the chat right now. We'll be playing Suzerain, a political drama visual novel. So it will harmonize quite nicely. So yeah, next week, look forward to seeing us on that channel as we go and do some more voice acting. But for now, have a fabulous weekend and we'll see you all soon. Farewell.
Bye-bye.